Hi, my name is Kara Rose Murphy, and in this short video, I will show you how to connect and configure a MIDI device and use that MIDI device to record some sounds into a clip within Ableton Live. This version of Ableton Live that I'm using is not the latest version. If you're unsure as to which version you currently own and are operating on your computer, you can go to the Live option and in the drop-down menu select About Live. This is Ableton 8. If you're running a newer version of Ableton, have no fear. The basics of this configuration that I'm about to show you is the same in either version of the program. So to begin with, you may have a different array of tracks. The default that appear when I create a new Ableton session usually includes an audio track, a MIDI track, and a return track. So we don't need this audio track right now. I'm going to delete it. And I'm going to focus on setting up my MIDI device and making sure that the signal is properly conveyed to the computer and thus the software. And then I will select an instrument so that I can hear a sound when those MIDI signals are transmitted to Ableton. All right, so I'm going to move this down a bit. I'll then be able to see my options for configuring the MIDI device. So the MIDI right now is coming in from any instrument. I want to use my USB MIDI device. If your device is not there, you're going to go into Preferences. And don't worry about this control surface right now. You're going to look at the input and output. Your output should always be your speakers. And in this case, your input should always be your USB MIDI device. Sometimes it gets a specific, and the computer can even recognize which type of interface you have. I have a very generic Korg K49 mini studio controller that was just $10. This is not a fancy piece of equipment, and so it's probably not one of the preloaded options into the list of MIDI devices Ableton affords you. So I'm just going to use this USB MIDI device, And now that I know my input is coming from that device, I am going to see right here at this meter signals that appear as a little yellow light when I press the keys. I'm going to make sure that track is enabled. And then when I press the keys, there's that signal. You need to always arm a track in order to record any sound in it. So you're going to press that red button at the very bottom of the track, and that will arm it. Now we have our USB MIDI device properly connected. Let's select an instrument so that when those MIDI signals are sent to Ableton, they come back as a sound. I am going to go into my live library. Ours may not look the same, but you probably have some instruments that come along with the software for free, such as analog synthesizers, drum racks, and Impulse. All right, I'm going to use an analog synthesizer here. How about a pad? And I'm going to double click the instrument, and immediately that MIDI channel is going to take on that identity. So let's pick the vocoder. All right. As you can see, the name of the track has changed to that instrument. Now when I press a key on my MIDI keyboard, I can hear something coming back. Within this view, you can adjust the parameters of the instrument however you would like. But let's focus, as I promised, on recording a clip into my MIDI track. To do so, I'm going to have to make sure, again, that the track is armed and I'm highlighting the correct track within my session. And I'm going to press that circle. It will become red, and then I will get a 4-count lead-in, a metronome sound, and then recording will commence. So I am going to press this button now, Get ready. Here we go. Press the space bar to stop. And let's hear this play back. You may have noticed that the clip was automatically looped. You can change that option within the clip edit view. But right now I just want to quickly show you how to now record this clip into the arrangement view. The arrangement view tells you what's going on in the entire session, and it allows you to permanently add a sound that can be predictably appear in the mix every time you open this file at its designated time within the track you are making. So right now I want this to be the beginning. I'm going to make sure that this looping feature is off, out of the way. I'm going to press tab to go back to my clip view, get this record button ready. This is going to record me into the arrangement view. Once I press play, it will record that into the arrangement view. Here we go. Okay, I press spacebar again to stop recording and stop the clip at the same time. So, if you have any questions, please leave a comment. Remember, key things to take away. Properly configure your USB MIDI device and make sure it is selected. Make sure the track is armed. And if you're not getting any sound, but you're seeing the yellow meter, your USB MIDI device is connected, but you just simply have to add an instrument, a MIDI software instrument, to the track. I hope you enjoy playing around with your USB MIDI device and Ableton Live session. Check out my channel for more tutorials. And again, leave any questions or comments below. Thank you.